has affected and filtered into Big Brother?
I mean, it came first, right?
Yeah.
Just barely.
Well, the American one, yeah, because Big Brother's been going on overseas for a
Yeah,
while. I
yeah.
asked just because of the way people betray and backstab so easily, where it doesn't make sense because Big Brother to me is a marathon, where Survivor is just like week by week, and you can change it, and we expect that.
I think they're two completely separate games. And it's social strategy games. I don't really think people come in because first off, a lot of people coming into Big Brother are like recruits, so they don't know what Survivor is. They don't know what Big Brother is, so it's not like it influences it. I think they're sort of the same, but Survivor is so much faster, which is where the blind sides come in, the backstabbing comes in because they have 1, 2 days. I think not even they have like half a day to make a
Yeah,
decision after the competitions are
yeah.
done, and then they go to tribal. Big Brother, it's the like you said, it's
You
a marathon.
sit there and stew in the guilt or the frustration.
Exactly. For like a week by week, and it's the longest week ever. And listen, like I had the biggest FOMO when this cast got released and the house got released, and I was like, oh, I really wish I was
That's my
there. And then I watched
house.
the live feeds. Yeah, it's my house. I was there. That was my bathroom. And the live feeds come on, and I'm watching the live feeds, and I'm like, oh my god, I remember it being so boring. Like there were so many times where you just sit there and just like talk about like bullshit, and it's just like it's so repetitive and it was so boring.
I couldn't. I found that the most difficult thing. I'm not one for small talk. Like I'll
Yeah.
dive in and ask inappropriate questions, but there's only so many of those that you could do. Also, production called me out a lot. Yeah, that to me was the small talk. Like I, fuck off. Just tell me your deepest secrets. Like, did you steal when you were?
Yeah.
What's the latest? Like, I don't want. Like, how are you?
Hi,
How are
good
you
morning.
feeling?
How'd you sleep? Like
Oh my
all of
god.
that.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. You saw me. You're
Yeah.
literally next to me. You know how I slept. I didn't sleep. Who's sleeping in this house?
Also,
Yeah,
y'all's house
that
is huge.
say again.
Your house is huge. Like y'all's house is ginormous.
Does yours look smaller this year?
No,
It looks
that's it.
it
That's
looks
it.
cramped.
That's always
Like
been it. And I'm like, I saw BB Camp for the first time ever, and I'm like, are you kidding me? So
mansion
your
guy.
place
Like
is a
dude,
mansion. It echoes in there. Like
and we
here,
had
if you're
this
in the kitchen, I
backyard.
can literally, if you're in the kitchen in the US house, if you're in the kitchen, I can hear you from the bedroom.
Nope. 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 I mean, there was one position, and Anthony, if you watch, Anthony's always in that position where you can gauge and sort of hear things.
Yeah.
But no, if you're in one, there were days it'd be so quiet. You come out like, where is everyone?
That's
And it's like a
scary.
10 minute walk around, check the rooms, go in the backyard, go outside, come back. Like, where is everyone? Insane. It was crazy. But always a lovely experience.
That's scary
Um,
though. That's not a good sign when you come out and it's quiet and you're like,
no,
where is
yeah.
everyone?
And I would run to Todd, and I would like, where is everyone? I need to go find them. I would sit down for a second with him, like chill. Like, no, I need to find out where everyone is. Where is every? They're
And
talking, dude. You know
I'm
they're
sure
talking
Todd,
right now.
I'm like, Todd wasn't like super locked into it. He wouldn't
No,
know.
no, I'm freaking out. Like, I know they're talking. They're talking. Where is everyone? And they were apparently smoking. So that's a hint for anyone. If there are smokers, take up smoking, even if you're not a smoker, just to be out there with them, socializing and
I
strategizing.
know, and I know people have asked that about US. They're like, oh, like, is smoking not allowed anymore? It is, but
Not a lot
people
of people
just
do it.
don't smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot of people do it, and that's just how it happens. It's been the same thing always. If you want to bring your own cigarettes, you can. Wait, but I think y'all have vapes though, right?
This year we had vapes. Yeah.
Okay, because the ours like the thing is like nothing electronic, like nothing that you have to plug into charge.
Oh,
Like you cannot bring any sort of charger for any like we don't use the outlets for anything personally other than like whatever stuff they have.
we
So if
were.
you want to,
All I'll
yeah,
say is we were pampered. Not pampered. We had some privileges,
no,
some niceties.
no. I mean, if it's vaping, then so be it. You know what I mean? Like I was like, fuck, I should have been a smoker because that'd be something like just
To do. just
blow
something to
off
do.
steam. Like, yeah, something to do because there really isn't anything to do. I was doing my nails like 3 times a week. It's like twice a week, anything because
I wanted to
it's
dye my hair so many times because I was just bored with the long periods. Like, just let me dye my hair. I just need to freshen it up. It's already nice and blue. No,
they said no.
just give me some. There were there were things we were not supposed to
Oh.
do.
No, I know for us they'd be like, "Oh, that's an HOH thing." I asked for lashes, just fucking like strip lashes, glued on lashes. They're like, "That's an HOH thing." I'm like, "Are you kidding?"
Oh, you should have come to our house. There was a lot of hair everywhere and lashes. I don't know how you girls and if guys are wearing lashes too,
Yeah.
how you lose so many lashes. This is crazy to me. Aren't they
Oh,
expensive?
yeah, with the eyelash extensions, I don't have any on right now. They're so expensive. And that was my one thing. I think me and no, me and Blue and Cerie had lashes. And slowly they're like, falling off as the weeks go by and we're so sad. I'm like, I'm looking like a naked mole rat at the like week 4. I was like, they're all gone. I was like, no, like I need lashes. I was knocking in the DR and they're like, nope,
All the
HOH.
guys in the house were like, our hair is just growing out. Like, can we just get a
Wait, they don't let
haircut?
y'all cut it?
We we could cut, but no one trusted. Like no one trusted. I wouldn't let anyone touch my hair. No, 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 no. I think Dougie got Matt to touch his hair once, and it was never going to happen again. No,
I would not imagine.
no, no, no.
It was so funny
I'm not
because
trusting anyone.
Bowie liked keeping her hair short on the sides, so she'd have Felicia do it. And after a while, like we talked to Bowie, and Bowie would just be like, I don't want to be mean, but it's just not coming out right. But like, she's like, at this point, I can't tell her no because I don't want to
She
upset
wears a
her.
lot of bandanas and
Yeah.
headscarves.
She'd have the bucket hat on, like anything. 'Cause at one point, like Bowie liked having designs too, and at one point, and she had like a little like a line, and she wanted Felicia to do that line, but Felicia did like a landing strip basically.
No,
Bowie was
no,
she was such a
dude,
good sport.
no.
She was such a good sport about it.
I love watching the seasons, and you can tell like the disheveledness. By the end, people like just don't fucking care. They have
Yeah.
bandanas just to cover their hair, like just looking a mess. Speaking of disheveled, how was booze handled with you guys?
Well,
Did you get booze?
I'm pissed. We got it. We got it starting 50 days in. So I think it was around the halfway mark when we got our first delivery of alcohol, and it was the best thing ever. We're like 50 days without
So
alcohol. I think it
you
was
took a
around 50
shot and
days.
you're all hammered.
No, I mean, wait, we don't have liquor. They only give us wine or beer. That's it. And they gave us, I think there were 12 of us left at that point, halfway mark, mind you, 12 of us left. And they gave us like a bottle of 2 bottles of wine and 4 beers. And that's it. And then from then on, they started giving us booze every Sunday. So we knew sort of to expect it every Sunday. And it would be just enough for each of us to have maybe a glass and a half of wine, maybe if we were lucky. This season, they're fucking getting wine, first off, on like twice a week.
Did you see their
Twice a
fridge? Do
No,
you guys get all that stuff in the fridge? Angela's fridge was packed. Do you guys always get
it
that?
just packed like with food. Yeah. It,
Insane.
yeah.
We get like a
It's
little
so great.
basket and like num num little things and a stuffed animal like and Wendy's.
Yeah, I
Bless
was like, and
Wendy's.
Wendy's doesn't provide. They gotta provide. We got a shit ton of Kroger stuff. That's a
Okay.
grocery store here, but that's all we get. But yeah, I'm like noticing like, oh, they got earplugs, they got alcohol, and I'm glad, honestly, because look, old school Big Brother used to give them tequila. They used to give them like unlimited booze, and a lot of people think fondly of old school BB because there were
Drunk.
fights and there were all of this. And I'm like, what do you think was fueling the fights?
Yeah,
What do you think was fueling people to be outspoken and yell at each
exactly.
other? It was the
Exactly.
tequila, the fucking tequila. So I'm glad they're bringing it back and, they're being a little bit more relaxed with it.
Good.
I think it's fun and it makes the season more exciting. And because feeds get boring, people are just laying there, like looking at each other. So we needed this.
And this year you guys I said you guys.
Yeah.
You can nap now and you guys get earplugs And there was another thing that you were able to do that
I think
wasn't.
they got like eye masks or something, but I think that's big. I think that's it's important because a lot of me like growing up, Big Brother was like staying up at until 4 a.m. and watching feeds. I think for our house, a lot of us felt like slept earlier because we weren't allowed to nap, and it just like you crash by like midnight.
Yeah,
I think napping is fine. I think it's okay. They started doing this Big Brother over the top, which was all live, all
yeah,
on screen.
yeah.
So I get that they didn't want people to be napping at all times, but like I think it's a fine thing. I the napping is okay. The earplugs are fine.
I can
Whatever makes them, livelier at night, I'm down.
exactly, exactly. I wish we had naps. I know a lot of people from my season. It was so hard to sleep in that house. How do you go from all day playing game in your head like, oh, now it's time to sleep. Yeah, I'll just turn off my brain now. It's going to take me several hours or maybe a shot
Yeah.
of tequila. Please, for the love of God. I
Please.
cannot. It was so hard to sleep in that house.
Corey really struggled with that. He told me later that like he slept like an hour or two a night. I knocked out. I was sleeping like a baby. Look, I don't even know if it was like because they would wake us up so early and then we would go to bed like kind of late that I would just be like, especially with no screens, I would go to bed 2 minutes later, knock out like a rock. No, like best sleep of my life in that house. Like I'm like, take me back, let me in, just so I can sleep because I haven't slept the same since because I'm on my fucking phone scrolling through TikTok, Instagram, whatever, like Twitter, until like 2 in the morning, and my brain is still like all fuzzy with everything. But I think,
I
yeah,
do appreciate, at least for us, I don't know if you guys have a, all right, house guests, it's time to go to bed. I love that because I
we
knew
don't.
I didn't have to worry that people were gaming while I was trying to sleep because I that would have
Wait,
fucked me.
y'all have a bedtime? What do you
Yes.
mean? Like they tell y'all it's time to go to bed? Okay, and
Yes.
PM. Okay, I mean, if you can't say it, don't say it. But I don't know if this is like a well-known thing. I'm not too familiar with BB That is insane.
I
And
don't know if it's
no
just this
napping.
season. That's a lie. I know other seasons have done it and they've talked about it, so it's already
No,
out there.
it's
But yeah,
fine.
and that to me took so much pressure off.
And
Like,
no napping. So
yeah,
like
you get your 8 hours, and that's it.
that's okay. Yeah, but like you mentioned, I guess that's there's a sort of relief that comes with knowing that
Gaming
everyone else is also
stops.
asleep. Yeah,
Gaming stops. Like,
it stops.
for the love of God, please.
Yeah, no,
Like
for us,
Joseph.
it would be like anybody can be up at any time, and you'd go to bed and you'd be like, oh, these people are up. Oh, these people haven't come back. Like,
Although I would have liked that because I'm the type of person like I could hear people getting up. Like, oh, Bailey just got up. All right, I'm just gonna go and go talk to see what's happening in the bathroom with Bailey and hot chocolate.
mm-hmm.
In that group. That would have saved me.
No, I know it's tough. Like, I feel you, right? Like coming out of the show and like seeing everything and being able to go back and watch clips and read, like, go through the podcast and everything that was said. And like, you come out and you're like, oh, I should have done this and I should have done this. And it takes a while to
Yeah.
like come to,
Peace
the
with it.
realization that it's okay, that it's fine. Like, there's only so much you could have done with the information that you knew at the time.
100%. 100%. I just watched a clip today, and right off the bat, Victoria is, yeah, Dinis needs to go. She had a hard on for me. Like, no matter what, she was coming after
Yeah.
me. I had no hope in
Yeah.
hell. Uh, I have an issue because I'm two people. I'm Dinis in the house as a contestant and Dinis as a fan. So when I come out and I'm reading the Reddits and I'm looking all that stuff, going back over my game, the house guest in me is like, well, you did what you can. The fan is like, oh, you fucking idiot. Didn't you see that happening? They were saying hot chocolate all the time. Why didn't you clue into that? The girls were always here, or this person was always, why didn't you clue it? It's always, the what ifs never end. It
Yeah. No, I mean, and yours hasn't even been a year. Yeah, your season. It was literally just in the
5 months
spring.
ago.
So I'm a year, and I think it's slowly starting to like dissipate. Where I'm like, I'm not thinking about it as much, right? Like I don't go to bed and be like, oh fuck, I could have done this. It's tough. It sucks, and I think that's the hardest part of leaving the house. Besides, like the online hate that you get, like I think the what ifs
That's
are a lot.
never, it's never going to end. You're going to find a piece of information, it'll just trigger, like, Oh, and that could have led to this. Oh, great. Now I'm going to spiral.
Yeah.
Give me an hour, and I'm just going to go cry in this corner over here, and I'll be right back.
Yeah. How have you found this is the first season though for both of us. I guess I watched your season, but like this is the first US for me. Like how have you found watching this season? How has it been for you? Is it
Something
like
weird has happened.
therapeutic or
It's entertaining. I get to go back to big fan Dinis,
yeah.
but I'm not devouring as much Big Brother as I did before. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad. I'm not watching live feeds. I'm getting recaps, or if I need that one, special recap of the week where they do their stock watch.
Yeah.
You know who you are. I'll watch that one because that summarizes everything. I don't know. I don't want to say it's lost. It's just I don't have the energy, the psychic energy, I don't know. What do you think it is?
No,
Has it
that's
happened
great.
to you?
It's insane. Both as fans, like I feel the exact same way, and I think it's so strange. I used to just devour the live feeds, and I'd be on all the time, and I'd be on like Reddit and Twitter, and feeds would be on all the time, like in the background all the time. I can't do that anymore. It's not as interesting. I'm just not as interested in it, and I don't know if it's I don't know, trauma or what,
Are
but
we
like
turning into
I
casuals? Is
yeah,
that what's going to happen?
literally bitch, I don't even watch the episode sometimes. Like it's I just keep up on Twitter. So it's like I don't know. I'm not I know. I'm I want to get back into it, but I'm not as invested this season. I keep up on Twitter as much as I can. I do watch live feeds like
They're
every other
too
day.
busy
I'll
with
tune in.
Love Island.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You caught me. You caught me. Yeah. That couple to thruple, like all those shows. That's my thing now. But
Yeah.
I think it's tough. Maybe watching it and knowing. Also, I'm watching it with like a better understanding now. Like I'm a little bit more empathetic towards the players. If they're talking too much, if they're not talking enough, like I'm not gonna shit on them because of that. I know
Yeah.
how hard it is to be in there and like say too much to the wrong
My
person.
partner was like commenting on, I think Tucker was saying, I love you to the people going by. He's like, what the hell, man? It's 45 days. Like, no, you don't understand. You don't. I know it's stupid, like it's cliche to say it, but you don't understand.
Yeah.
I hate it too. I hated it in there, but your emotions are here and you're just gravitating towards each other because you're all living this trauma.
That's all it is, and you just see each other every single day, and that's it every day. Like people don't comprehend like how hard it is, and I get like Tucker breaking down and like saying that he wants to go home is so annoying because they prepare you. I'm not sure how long y'all are in sequester before going into the house. 2 weeks, us too. So it's 2 full weeks really, or like I did 11 days, I think, around 2 weeks. And during that time you're like preparing yourself to go in and you realize that like what it's like to be alone in a hotel room. So once you're in the house it's a little bit of relief,
Yeah.
right? But also
Yeah.
like a lot of
People!
yeah,
People!
a lot of anxiety. But it's like like Kenny wanting to leave and Tucker wanting to leave, like that's just
But
it's
if
so
that's your whole
annoying.
narrative, if that's your whole narrative, even as a house guest, I'd be like, why did you come here? Like you did the thing. You did like the toughest part, in my opinion, before you even got here. This is nothing. You have people, you have food, distractions. Like you're good. You're good, man.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't understand Tucker in that sense. I was like, oh, like he thinks it's just all about the competitions, and I think he'd be great on the challenge, right? But and I'm sure he will be, and I'm sure Big Brother will have him back. I think it'll be very exciting to see him on reindeer games, perhaps this.
That would be fun.
I think
That
he
would
would
be
be on.
fun.
I think
Yes.
he would be. You know what? They'd probably bring him back with his dog too. I know
And dress him
they would
up
bring
as a
back Ziggy.
reindeer. Oh,
Yeah, I think they would,
that would be
but because they love that, their relationship or whatever, or maybe not. Maybe they haven't shown it, but I've seen it a lot on feeds. Like he's always talking about Ziggy,
Ziggy.
his
Yeah.
dog.
Yeah.
So I could see that happening.
I
But
love it. I'm going to ask you two things
yeah.
before we go, because this was only supposed to be 30 minutes,
Oh,
and we're coming up to an hour.
sorry.
No, sorry, girl. This is good energy. This is good vibes. I love this. Like you said, it's like FaceTime. We're just talking. Um, do you do you respect more? is Big Brother more about challenges or more about the social um, clout that you get?
Yeah. I mean, I get you. I feel like modern Big Brother is comps. Or it depends on the season. Let me say this. It depends on the season.
Mm.
My season was very comp
Mm.
centered, and that's pretty much all that mattered. Like who was winning competitions. We had the same two people win HOH for 5 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
back to back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had I think Jag won like 7 vetoes towards the end of the season.
Yeah.
That's all that mattered. Uh, it depends on the season. For this season, I don't think it's as comp focused because it's more. There's more.
Opportunity.
There's a
It's all
variable of comp
equal.
outcomes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not the same person winning every competition, which is nice.
Tucker.
So I want it to be the social game. I love the social game and people ratting each other out and being snaky and betraying each other. Like that's what Big Brother is to me, like the
Yeah.
social strategy
Yeah.
of it. So I think the AI arena has been great in the sense that like it's not super physical competitions. Not gonna lie, I don't know if you saw the preview that Julie made earlier. She's like, "Oh, this is gonna be the AI arena," and she showed us what it was gonna be. So she posted on her Instagram earlier in the day, and I saw it and I was like, "Oh, this is Tucker's," because I know like I've done a puzzle similar where the pieces are kind of
Yeah.
heavy and they're clunky, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna favor someone who's bigger and stronger." I was like, "Angela's got no shot, but Mackenzie and Tucker do." Tucker's really good at puzzles, or he's talked about how he loves puzzles, and he's a little bit faster. So I really thought that it was just going to be a landslide. As soon as I saw Tucker building it backwards, I was like,
That was
oh well. First off, I was like, oh my god, is this a strategy? And then I was like, wait, he's gonna see the number backwards. It's not gonna work. It's not gonna be the number. It's like,
like,
oh,
and he
I could
turned
not believe it.
twice to
Could not.
look at other people. Like, didn't you see that you can see their numbers? So that means the numbers are on the other side, and you're doing it wrong.
I I could not believe it. Me and Corey were like, wait. I think he misunderstood. He misunderstood the rules. And you know how they go over the rules, they go over them again and again and again. Any questions? Any questions? Like there's so much time
Yeah,
to
yeah.
ask. He might have been so like
He
tunnel
had
vision
time. He had time. That
focused.
was the biggest fuck up.
Biggest blunder fuck up besides volunteering to go up on the block this week.
Oh, but
But
he didn't. He didn't.
the,
He didn't. And he tried to pay his way out with the $5,000.
it's yeah, that's so
We were
annoying. But
texting, and I told you, like, I'm literally yelling. I got up yelling at the TV screen. What is happening with this man? He's doing it wrong. He even put a piece, and there was a space, and he was like, "Yeah, this is right. I'm
yeah,
just gonna move on."
you see like it's not even, and I'm like, are you he doesn't
Dude.
understand the competition. It was so hard to watch, but it's like that was his downfall. Just
Yep.
like maybe not being thinking too fast, right? Like too he was thinking about the end game and
I
not about the
will give him
process.
this. I don't, in my opinion, I don't think he was ever cocky about it. He was just confident, and it just caught up to him.
Did you not watch him? He's so cocky. I feel like he was always like, oh, like I gotta win this competition. Oh, I'm gonna
That
win it. I'm gonna
to
keep you
me,
out.
I feel like he's the little like
Is it
he
like
comes
ultra
from a family
talk?
with other brothers,
Yeah,
and I feel like he's the
yeah,
youngest, and he gives me
right,
that like I need to be the big. I need to speak louder,
yeah.
and that's the energy I get from him. Because let me tell you, I know what cocky is. I I know what that is.
You've experienced it. I know, I
um,
know.
the last question I'm going to give you. This has been very wonderful. Thank you very much.
Of course.
What other reality show would you want to be on? If
Real
you say Love
Housewives.
Island, I will drop kick you through this screen.
Oh no, I'm with Corey. Real Housewives. If there was a Real Housewives of Nashville, oh my god, or like a younger version of Housewives, I would love that. Love Island. Look, I never had any interest in going in any other reality TV show. Like Big Brother was it for me. Like that's what I wanted to be on. I could not do Survivor. I'm like such a wimp when it comes to like nature. I don't like it. Me and Corey were going out and we were gonna do like outdoor movie screening, and we laid out the picnic blanket and there were a couple ants, and I said, Corey, we gotta go. I was like, I there's ants on the blanket. Are you kidding me? I was like, they're gonna crawl up on me. We literally did not even get through the trailers because I was
Bless you. But there were so many ants in the Big Brother house. You survived that.
I know every year. Do y'all have ants like that?
No,
No.
that is we like I said, hair and lashes everywhere. No ants. No, we were good. No, water bottles
Yeah.
everywhere, but that was it. That
No,
was
we
it.
got so many ants every year, and it's a part of there
The
are roommates too.
experience.
Yeah, it's part of
Um,
the experience.
Thank you very much for this. I will be posting for everyone. I will be posting this video up on YouTube so you can watch it and share it with your friends. You can follow America. I'm going to put some socials up afterwards. Follow her on Instagram and the Twitter. And I want to thank you again very much for this.
Thank you so much for having me.
No
Not
problem.
gonna lie, half expecting you to come out as Skinnis.
I literally have it hanging up there. I've been wanting to do it. I don't know.
Next time.
I don't know. I don't know how to do it.
What's the stuff
But
on your face?
I'm glad that
Can
you
you say?
say
Because
again.
I'm always like, oh my god, it this the like blood on your face. What do
Um,
you have it? Do you have it ready?
it's over there behind the plant.
I believe
But it's
you.
it's like jelly. It's so good. Like
Oh,
the stuff they
it looks
gave me
so
is
gross.
it's not because it washes off. Usually
Oh, it does.
a little
Okay.
tidbit. Usually, fake blood stains you, and this
Yeah.
stuff was so good. So I was very happy.
Okay.
Um,
I would
and
think
one
it would
last thing I want to
stain.
announce. Say
No,
again.
I would think it would like stain your face
Yeah,
because it
it
just looks
washed
so
off.
red.
So that was the most genuine and happiest I was in that house when I got to do Guinness. It's so up my alley. But I want to tell everyone who's watching that next week on the show, I'm going to announce a little competition. I'm going to do a little giveaway. I don't know why I said it like that. I'm going to do a giveaway. So tune in and find out. But until then, thank you very much. America, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure. I'm such a fan. It was so great to meet you in Canada. Even better to like actually get to speak to you because we met at a club.
Yeah.
So it's great to like actually, be able to speak to you in person.
And I love your energy. I love when I get to talk to fans because it's just like spastic energy, just
Yeah.
back and yes, and that too. I love it. Thank you very much. I send you all my love, and I'll speak to you soon.
Bye.
Take care. Bye, everyone.
It's great to like actually, be able to speak to you in person.
And I love you.
It's great to like actually, be able to speak to you in person.
And I love your energy.